Hello world, it's Curtis Potter with Boundless Inspiration. Man, that view, right? It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like this, you all know, it hits me. I just look at it and it's one of the things that really brings me closer to God, because I'm like, how else? How else? But that's not why I'm telling you this story today. Like, it's not about this story. It's about your story. Have you ever heard someone say, cool story, bro? Like, cool, man. And when they say that, it's like, they're not saying cool story, cool sunset, cool view, like they don't mean it. They're like, bro, I did not need to hear that. Or like they, maybe, hey, you're living in a victim mentality, or, that's not quite how I remember the story. Or, like, that's your story, but there's something better, right? I remember some better times. Like, this is just a moment. And the thing is, when you're going through some harsh stuff in life, it's easy to focus on the wrong part of the story. It's so easy to focus on the wrong part of the story. And this is so hard in the moment. This happened to me. They did this to me. I messed up. I made that mistake. Right? I'm going to fail because I failed once before. I'm not going to go forward because last time I did, I made a mistake. I failed. I messed up, right? It's so easy, and I talk to people every day, and I deal with it myself, where it's easy to get trapped in the past or get trapped in the future. And like I say, you got one foot in the past, one foot in the future, and you got a perfect position to shit on your present. But I want to remind you, it is a cool story, bro. It's really cool how you went through some challenges earlier in your life and you got through them. You're here today. You know what's really cool? That cool story, bro, is when you went through some really hard times and something amazing came from it, right? Or you went through something really hard. You didn't know if you could get through it. You may have thought about shooting yourself in the head, committing suicide, running from everything, never turning back. And you held on for just one more moment, and you got your breakthrough. Now, what about that time where you said, never again am I going to date somebody. Never again am I going to get married. Never again am I going to do this or do that or do this. And then all of a sudden you got your breakthrough. And you're like, man, I almost gave up. I'm so glad I didn't. Today, I invite you, when you tell your story, remember the beauty, the successes, the times where you almost gave up and didn't, and you were so glad that you did. I invite you to say the devil is a lie, and you're not going to keep telling me that dumb story, because I know where I'm going. I know that hard time and that mess up and that failure and everything was for my benefit. I'm so much smarter now. Now I can do it on a higher level and go right through it. Smooth sailing. Almost just like that water if it wasn't for those ducks. Right? Smooth. And why? Because of that hard time. So if you're going to bring it up in your head and try to play it over and over again, like repeat like your favorite song, say, yes, I did mess up. And yes, I'm not going to mess up and do the same thing this time. Yes, that was the hardest chapter in my life, and that chapter is over, and now the chapter is gorgeous. Now I'm successful. Now I'm at the business, working whatever business you want to work, whether you're an employee or owner or whatever. Now it can be successful. Now the relationship that I'm in, that I was intentional about getting in, is amazing. It's the relationship that I want and need and deserve. You are worthy and you deserve an amazing, beautiful life. I mean, even that reflection in the water, you deserve to have that reflection in the mirror that says, yes, I went through it. Yes, that's a cool story, bro. And the reason why it's cool is because every single day I woke up and decided I'm going to be a better version of myself than I was yesterday. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'll swim across that lake. I have a buddy named Steve who went swimming this week in a lake, and I'm like, bro, you feel how cold it is? I'm layered up. But when you know when you're going in life, you know where you're going, you'll push through that cold water. You'll push through those hard times. You'll push through that depression, that anxiety, the hurt, the pain, the resentments. You'll push through it. You'll forgive. Not only other people, you'll forgive yourself. And say, man, they must be going through some hard times as well. Because my story, bro, cool story, bro, is I went through some hard times too. And I just wanted people to understand and be there and like, man, this dude's going through some hard stuff. How can we help him up? How can we help him get forward? What can I say to help this dude stamp the right story? I've called a buddy. I was going through some hard stuff. I called a buddy, my best friend down in Kentucky, one of my best friends. And he's like, Curtis, man, dude, you are the strongest person I know, without a shadow of a doubt. And bro, like, this? Bro, you remember what you went through? Bro, you remember that story? Like, bro, this ain't nothing. You be flying like that airplane. Bro, you be flying if you remember your story. Like, hundreds of miles an hour. Remember your story. Remember your why. Remember what you went through and you got through it. Today, I invite you, start telling a different story. If your story's negative, or it's me, why, me, how, why did this happen to me? Which I've done. Rewrite your story. Make it beautiful. Speak it. What you bring into your mind through your ears and your eyes become your thoughts become your words become your actions. So speak life into your story. I love you all. Put in the comment section your new story. Like, share, comment, tag, send, follow, subscribe. You know the drill. Boundless. We're all born boundless. And let's stay that way, baby. I love you all. Have a great day. Be boundless.